Welcome to the Field of 68 After Dark's YouTube channel. We are going to be live every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on YouTube and on Stadium for the entirety of the spring. But I think Providence, I would have Providence number 2 right now in terms of transfer portal recruiting classes. They picked up Wesley Cardette from Chicago State over the weekend. He committed live on the Field of 68. They already have Bensley Joseph committed. They already have Jabri Abdul-Rahim committed, and they already have Christ Ndoko committed, the high upside combo big man from Temple. With the potential of Bryce Hopkins coming back off of the knee injury, I do think that Kim English has done a really good job rebuilding and reloading this roster. Replacing Devin Carter is going to be a big task, but I think that he's found some players that can potentially be able to do. I like what he's done over there at in Providence, and I think that they have the pieces to be able to make a run to the tournament this year.
Yeah, I mean, I like it too. You know, my biggest thing still looking at it is like, all right, is the backcourt strong enough? Do they have a dude in that backcourt? Like Wes Cardette is, to me, more of an off-the-ball guy. He can play on the ball too, but do they have a facilitator? Is Jaden Pierre going to take that next step? And obviously, Bryce Hopkins, is he going to be healthy? He was good when he was healthy this past year, but I don't think he was as good as we thought he was going to be. And again, sometimes coming back from that injury, there's going to be some rust there. I like what Kim's done. He's got some veterans, and I love the big kid, Ndoko. Like he's a terrific talent, high upside guy, shot blocker, rebounder, all that. And you know, the key and one of the things that we lose sight on, I think a lot, is when you look at, you know, really, you know, some of the teams that went deep in the NCAA tournament last year, teams that went to the Final Four. You know, you look at UConn and Purdue, and even Alabama to some extent, and they all returned like a core group. I'm not saying their whole team. Purdue returned almost their whole team, but like UConn returned a pretty good core, even though they lost some guys. You know, you got to have some guys back that know your system, that know you, that have played together, and I think that's one of the advantages for Kim English. Obviously, losing Devin Carter is going to be a huge blow, but you know, having enough guys back that know Kim, that know Providence, that know how he likes to play and coach, I think that's going to be beneficial.
Yeah, the problem with the way that some people view the portal is I think it's a little bit of a red flag when you're building your entire roster out of the transfer portal, because I think that there are maybe like 2 or 3 guys in any given year that you can take out of the portal and say, okay, that is someone that we can build an entire team around, right? Sometimes you see it in a year. Sometimes it takes 2 years to get there. But I don't know. Well, let's just take Michigan, for example, right? Like, I don't know if any of those guys are necessarily all, like you said it with Roddy Gale. That's probably the best guy that they got. And is he necessarily an all Big Ten caliber player, or is he someone that can take Michigan to the top half of the Big Ten and be the best player on a team that is a tournament team? Well, I think you're kind of, it's close and it's a conversation. And when you look at someone like a USC and you look at Arkansas and you look at Kentucky and you look at the work that they're going to have to do just to be able to fill a team, Arkansas's got 2 guys committed, and we're talking about them potentially being a tournament team. Like, that's hard to do. We saw Rick Pitino go out and get one of the best transfer classes that anybody had at St. John's last year, and it wasn't enough to get him to the tournament. You can make an argument he probably should have been in. There's a case that can be made that they deserved a bid, but it is a very difficult thing. The best thing that you could do in the portal, and the best way to kind of attack it, the way that I think has had the most success, is you're plugging gaps out of the portal, right? You're not trying to rebuild a team. You're not trying to find your superstar. You're plugging gaps. And I do think that with Providence, assuming Bryce Hopkins comes back healthy, and Justin Fernandez comes back healthy, I think that you are kind of plugging some gaps there with players. Now, the point guard situation is going to be one that we got to kind of see how it plays out. But, you know, I can't get what Jaden Pierre did against, was it Creighton in the quarterfinals of the Big East tournament? I can't get that out of my head. He was awesome in that game. So I'm willing to bet on Providence. Thanks for watching the Field of 68 After Dark. Make sure to hit that like button.